So we're taking the telehandler out on another job, and I've got a new attachment for it to try out. We've got a fifth wheel travel trailer to move on someone's property back off into a different spot. So I've got my new hitch attachment here. We're gonna go over in just a second. But this job happens to be just down the road a ways here. So instead of hauling this thing, we're gonna drive the telehandler to and from the job. I know I told you in what is probably the previous video to this one that I sold the telehandler on its last job, and I think I did. The guy said he wanted it, then he texted me yesterday, I believe it was, saying, yep, he's confirmed he's gonna take it. Just get the money together and get back to me on that. But I've played this game long enough that until the money is in my hands, I don't count them as sold. So we're gonna get this thing warmed up. I already started it up and pulled it over here so that the windshield was in the sun to thaw out, because everything is frozen cold this morning, including that, which looks about thawed out. But here's my new hitch adapter lifting attachment. See, this goes onto the forks here, and underneath it's got a 10,000 pound swivel lifting hook built into it. Up here it's got a 2-inch receiver off the front. I got a tri-ball in it, so you can pull any different type of ball trailer. I got to set up a way to mount a pintle hitch on here too, so I could swap out if needed. And on top here it has this bracket which pins in my fifth wheel plate adapter for the Zacklift. So I can pull fifth wheel trailers and travel trailers and stuff like that. Now gooseneck, I would turn this up to the 2 5/16 and I can move a gooseneck. I just am missing the pintle, but I can make it. There's these tri-ball setups that'll hook a pintle as well. Maybe I ought to get one of those. Either way, this thing slides all the way back over the forks, and it's got the pinholes here. The difference between this and my fork extensions is these pinholes are deep enough to actually go behind the forks, which are what these pins are for. This slides back and pin in here, but pulling a travel trailer, fifth wheel, it's your swing clearance right here that's the problem. So I drilled these holes a foot back here, so you could slide it forward a foot off the end of the forks, drop the pins in, and it holds it a foot farther out. And then to keep it from sliding off the end, I just got a couple of endless loop slings that come back here and hook right to my same hooks that the fork extension chains hook to. So I think that should work pretty slick. We're gonna find out today one way or another. I've got a couple other little fun attachments for this thing coming. So we're gonna get it fired up. I might wash the dust off this window. It's a little dusty. I wanna be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. So we'll get it warming back up. Heater in this thing works great. It's just, you know, missing the door that keeps the heat in. Oh, also, as you could see, I had to regrade my whole driveway, and I'm watering it to get it to settle back down because Bruce Cook stopped by on his way home from the Matt's off-road games and completely destroyed my driveway with burnouts and donuts and drifts and everything. Like, it was a mess. So took a little backhoe, regraded the whole thing, now getting it watered back in. Thanks, Bruce. All right, let's hit the road. And I would like to reiterate, for the people who are gonna get mad at me for selling something, I said in the video where I got this thing that I was gonna sell it because it doesn't have the auxiliary hydraulics. That was completely my fault. I screwed up and bought the only one at the auction that did not have auxiliary hydraulics. It was kind of what I bought the thing to do, was stuff with the auxiliary hydraulics. So if this thing had them, oh, no doubt, keeping it. This thing, I've used it quite a bit around the property here. And then out on that first job, I need to have a telehandler in my life. And this one's been great, but no auxiliaries. $17, $18, she might get up to 20 on a good flat run. 19, we're slightly uphill, otherwise it might do it. Okay, I wasn't recording back there, but we did hit 20. Try to get it on the way back. All right, there it is. Let's go check this out. Well, here it is. And they've got a 3-car wedge trailer sitting over there that looks like hasn't been used in quite a while. Either way, I don't know where this thing has to go to here. But we shall find out. I don't know if we're going to pull it out that way around and through those trees or push it backwards through these trees over there. Not sure. Okay, so we found out it's going backwards. I kind of want that trailer. I'll come over here and shoot between these trees. And I'll probably go around that way and make a big old wide turn around those trees. It's going straight in between these two containers. And they want it on the left side here, just enough room to get into the door if they need to, because it's going to get in here for storage and a cover put over it. So it doesn't need to like open up the slides or anything. Let's get our hitch pin out. Go hook it up. Get it up off the blocks.
That going to the tires.
Perfect. Good thing is I can see the tops of the trees to see where they're at, because I can't see anything on that, well, my passenger side, trailer's driver's side. Might have swung way too far. Oh. Okay. Now if I need to, I can get fancy with the rear steer or the crab steering and stuff to kind of maneuver. You can't see nothing. Alright, I'm looking up high at the tops of the trees like goalposts, just aiming between the two. That's all I can see. Okay. Start turning this way. Oh yeah, we're clear. Okay. I decided to go the short way. Figure I've got the turning maneuverability, might as well use it. So they want enough room to be able to walk between and get in the door. I can't see nothing. I should have one of them. Oh, he's waving me in now. Oh, I can see him now. Want to open? Okay. Wants it over more. Kind of what I was thinking. I brought it in a little wide. Problem is, I can't see when I'm doing it this way. I should pull all the way out and get lined up really good and do it. One more. You want me to pull straight out and get it much closer?
Yeah.
If I get out where I can come in straight and see, I can get a lot closer.
Okay, because yeah, he has to have a. He's gonna put a trash trailer in there.
Okay, let me do that. Okay, if I just steer away, I'm going to swing it into there, so I will crab steer away to get clear of this. Get myself over here some. Get fairly straightened back out and go back to four-wheel steer. Oh, now I can see. Oh yeah. I got all kinds of close now. Boom, stop there, he says. That work?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We gotta get some wood.
Just say, did we leave those blocks over there? I'll go grab them. Yeah, I'll grab them. I got it. You know, I'm thinking about it. If I was backing that in there when I was crab steered to it like this and going like that, I should have moved myself all over and then left it crab steered to come back in and use the crab steering. Because then I'd have been looking right down the side right here instead of being lined back up over here and having to lean out to do it. That'd have been the move. I feel like with the 3 different steering modes and getting a little creative, you can really get some stuff into some places with that thing. I want that trailer. Okay. Set it down.
You're taping that, right?
Yeah. I just loosened it up so I could pull it out.
Excuse me.
No problem at all.
We were actually trying to find somebody to do it for like the last 2 months.
Really? I'm like right down the road, so no big deal.
Thank you very much.
No problem. You guys have a good one.
You too.
the road trip back home. Success. And these telehandlers are handy. Oh, we're great. This setup worked perfect. Like I said, I do want to get the different tri-ball that also latches. There's one that sticks out a little longer and basically uses either the 2-inch ball or whatever. Either way, it's got a coupler that comes up and locks it into a pintle, so you can move pintle hitch trailers as well. Then the only one I'm missing then would be the clevis for like ag style, just pin trailers, which they do make tri-balls that have that as well, but I haven't seen a tri-ball with the clevis pin style that also has the pintle lock on it. That would be like just the ultimate one piece in here that does everything, fifth wheel on top, and you're done, including lifting hook down here. So pretty cool little setup. You come in very handy, especially when paired with this, or if this one does end up selling, whatever one replaces this. So there's another quick telehandler job going helping out some neighbors. No charge, of course, thanks to you guys watching these videos. So I appreciate that. I'm sure they do too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.